Hey Gym Army, yesterday I posted 2 photos of me doing curls in 2 different versions. I had my arm turned inside towards the midline of the body in one version and a little towards the outside of the body in another version. Asked which version helps to build a bigger biceps peak and why. Now the winners for this training challenge are on Facebook and on Instagram, and you'll each receive a 20 serving of pre-gym flavor of your choice for answering the question not just correctly, but first. Now, long-time Gym Army members will know that I talk a lot about arm position when it comes to training the biceps, and that simply turning the arm in or out can make a difference on which biceps head gets more targeted or gets more of the lows. Remember, there's 2 biceps heads. Long head, which is the outer head, which makes up the majority of the peak, and the short head or the inner head on the inner side of the arm. Now remember, you can't isolate one head versus the other, but the 2 heads work together. Changing arm position changes which head receives more of the load or does more of the work. Now turning the arm in to do a curl towards the midline of the body, much like when you do concentration curls, helps to target more of the outer head or that long head. And remember, it's the long head that actually makes up that biceps peak. Now the short head or inner head is also important. Doesn't mean you should neglect it as well. You also want to do exercises that place more load on the inner head, but for most people it doesn't tend to be a problem. But that inner head provides thickness to the biceps and also provides that full roundness and size here on the inner side of the arm. Turning the arm outward and doing the curl towards the outside of the body targets more of that inner head or the short head of the bicep. Now doing curls with dumbbells with the arm towards the midline of the body is one way you can place more focus on that long head, but the problem here is that you have to bring the weight in front of the body, and that can put stress on the lower back. It's also awkward sort of trying to do curls with the arm turned out with free weights. Now one way to do this is with a barbell. Using a close grip is going to turn the arms more in towards the midline of the body, and using a wide grip on the barbell is going to turn the arms out. But I'll show you another version that you can do with cables as well to target either that outer head or the inner head. An easy way to do curls with the arm turned in towards the midline of the body is with the cable. Now you're going to stand with the cable facing the same side that you're working, and then what you're going to do is curl instead of in front of the body as you normally would do a curl. You're going to curl across the body. So due to the biomechanics, with the arm internally rotated in towards the midline, the biomechanics here, that long head is going to provide the majority of the force to lift the weight. And then if you want to target the inner head, you're simply going to turn your back to the cable apparatus, but you're going to have your working foot lined up with the cable attachment. And now what you're going to do is curl with your arm going out away from the body. And again, turning the arm laterally or external rotation here, the upper arm, helps the short head take more of the force during the curl. One way you can do it so that you can focus on both areas equally is to do 2 sets of the cable curl across the body, and then 2 sets of the cable curl where you're turned with the cable behind you and doing it towards the outside. Just a way to get good overall balance. Or if you know which area that you want to work on more, if it is that long head so that you can build more of an impressive biceps peak, then you can incorporate that cross body cable curl into your arm training. So again, congratulations to the winners on this training challenge. Look for more chances to win gym swag, membership, and gym products as well right here. And as always, guys, stay Gym Army strong.